Hello, everyone, and Happy New
Hi,
Year. Happy New Year, Aleš.
Happy New Year to you
How are
too,
you?
and everyone else.
How do you say Happy New Year in Slovenian?
Srečno novo leto.
What?
Srečno novo leto.
Slovice Novelita.
Srečno novo leto.
Okay.
Happy New Year. Yeah, it's
Okay.
3 words.
Well, Happy New Year to everyone. Bonne année. And everything else.
And in
Feliz
French,
anno. Buon anno in Italian, yes. Bueno año, maybe in Spanish. Anyways, there we go.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's so much easier to pronounce now that
check.
you've written it out. Oh, that's good.
Oops, I mistyped it.
Oh, you know. Oh well.
I don't think I can edit it.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know. Is there a way to edit? You can delete the comment.
Yeah.
I can put you in timeout for misspelling. Oh, that seems a little harsh. Welcome to everyone who's joined us in the chat. And Fiordalisi is the first one to say good morning and good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Alan Entwistle, how are you doing, Alan? Patty Maldron, how are you doing from Ireland? And everyone else who's joined us live and everyone who's watching us after the fact. It is not the first Wednesday of January, but it's the first Wednesday that we're both free. January the 1st, believe it or not, I had to play for a mass, so that was part. And we were also planning to celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday because she's a New Year's baby. So I was not going to be available for for January 1st. So this is the first Wednesday we were available. Yep, that's good. We're flexible.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that the first Wednesday of March, we might also have to reschedule that one because that's right when we're getting all ready for Roots Tech. Some of us are on a plane during the airtime.
Well, we'll see. It's 2 months.
Yeah. So, but anyways, welcome to everyone, and hope you all had a good holiday season. And some people who are working are back at work.
There were long holidays this time.
Long holidays, were they?
Well, 2 weeks.
Yeah. So in Ontario, in Canada anyways, there's always a 2-week holiday for Christmas. So what they do is they figure out the optimum 2 weeks before Christmas, which could happen as late as they've definitely gone December 23rd. I don't know if they've gone December 24th or not, to go to school and then take 2 weeks after that. So often you get a few days after New Year's as well before you have to go back. But anyways, everyone's back at work now. And I mean, Grandpa
we have usually 1 week, but this week, so it's 2 weekends and a whole week. But this year it was right in both weeks in the middle, so they just extended it to
excellent. Oh, well, that's wonderful. Especially if it's not a surprise, or if it's not a usual case, then it's a bonus time.
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah, I think you're right. Most companies probably only give the 1 week off. But yeah. Anyways, very cool. So we have we actually have some questions for January. So we've got 4 of them here, and of course, anyone here who's joined us in the chat. Sue is waving to us. Hey there, Sue. And Ravonda has also joined us from a snowy Virginia. It's not snowing right now. We actually have a beautiful sunny day here in Ontario, my part of Ontario, but it is minus 19 degrees Celsius, which is pretty cold Fahrenheit as well. So I didn't actually do the conversion. What is minus 19 Celsius to Fahrenheit? It's only -3. That doesn't sound cold at all. -3 Fahrenheit. Minus 19 sounds a lot colder.
Minus 19 is very cold.
It is very cold. I can tell you, Finnegan did not take very long to do his business this morning, and he said, he turns around and says, "It's time to go back. Don't make me walk any more than you have to." So the morning half-hour walk was not that long. Okay, here we are. Oh, where's my scarf? I dropped my scarf somewhere. Here it is. Here it is, because it is cold. So I'm wearing my blue hoodie here to keep warm, and I've got my scarf. So first question here. I noticed that in the last few weeks, the unsourced pages. Zoom in here a bit. The unsourced pages of the API calls seem to be updated on Wednesdays instead of Tuesdays. Is Wednesday the new Tuesday? Should I update my API calls to run on Wednesday late instead of Tuesday late, Wednesday at mornings? That's from Michel Vornhout. So he does a bunch of stuff and wants to know.
Well, it's really hard to say. Now, I did 2 months ago with Edit. I included the rank calculations to the weekly data processing, and it's unfortunate that I have to wait until the suggestions are finished before I can calculate rank. So it actually extends the whole process for a few hours. And it takes slightly longer than usual, but I wouldn't say that it's Wednesday is the new Tuesday. Because still, if everything goes as intended, it should be Monday. It's still possible.
Monday is what you're shooting for.
Yeah. If everything goes smoothly, I can also post on Monday. So the email that I sent or the post in G2G is the mark when the data is updated.
Right. Okay. Well, still adding that extra piece, the ranking, that's definitely valuable to have. So if it does,
yes, and it is included in the reports, so I can't start preparing the reports before the rank is calculated, and I can't calculate rank until the suggestions are calculated. So
it's really,
and I can't calculate suggestions until I validate all new URLs and so on. So it's it does extend the process a lot. I'm looking for shortcuts, but so I still aim for Monday evening in Slovenia, so or Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning in Europe is still almost Monday in US. So that's the usual target. But okay, this week I had something didn't calculate properly, so I had to redo quite a few things. So it was Wednesday this time.
Right. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's reasonable for all the value we get. So just stay tuned. So there you go. But good question, Michelle. Brian Simmons asks, are you taking into account the time differential from where you are in the world to the computer server of WikiTree that you access?
I don't quite understand this question. But all the WikiTree servers use GMT time, so it's they are just 1 hour or 2 hours away from European time, and I have actually quite some code included to compensate for daylight saving and so on. So most of the things are handled correctly, but I don't do much with the exact times of something.
Right. Okay.
There are just few functions where the time is important. It's during the tons and with the tracking of suggestions and so on, just in those cases.
Right. Okay. So if you make a change, if you edit a profile, that change, the time that's clocked there is GMT time, right? Greenwich Mean Time.
It is stored in GMT, but it's displayed depending on your local time.
Okay. So it's displayed locally. So that conversion is that happening in the browser, or is that happening?
I think the browser sends the timestamp, the time zone to the server, and then server converts the dates into correct form.
Right. So if your browser is set incorrectly,
if your local time is wrong or something like that, it will. I think it's even in some options of WikiTree. If you go to user preferences, you can there select in which format, in which time zone you are.
Oh,
and it's done based on that.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. So hopefully that answers your question, Brian. If Brian were in the chat live, he could clarify. I don't see a Brian in the chat, but if he does join us, then you can do that or follow up. Okay, 2 questions for WikiTree Plus from Yoke. How can you find profiles of centenarians who don't have the centenarian template or category?
Well, it's easy. You can use the age magic keyword and search for the profiles that don't have the centenarians category. So query would be something like that. And so I just took the one that are 101 years. So you can change that to 102. So and then it removes the ones with the category. And so this is the get profiles. Okay, now I clicked it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, lock is already results are cached, but it's as simple as that. But you can't find all, but this is if you want to find some.
Right. Yes.
There are also other possibilities, but this one is the quickest, I think.
Age. And that works for any number after the word age, right?
Not any, just 215 or something like that.
Oh, okay. But you could say age 64 just to get all the 64-year-olds.
Yeah. Right. I think it is documented here. Find age.
And there's no space between the word age and the number.
No, it's single word number combination. So it goes from 0 to 115.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Centenarians.
Okay. Yeah, centenarians is the category, so.
Okay.
But it's a lot of them. I mean, here we have 6,000 or actually 6,000 profiles that don't have the category. So these numbers are here. So for instance, 22,000 died at age 101. And we have 6,500 in the centenarians category. And if we remove those 6,000, we are left with 20,000. So most of the profiles don't have the category.
Okay. Interesting. So is that something that, like, should we be putting that category on every profile that?
I don't think so. I mean, what's the point of the category? If you want to find someone that was over 100, it's possible to do it in WikiTree Plus. I mean,
yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yoke has a second question. Is it possible to find profiles for people who are born on a certain day, for example, the February 29th, regardless of the year? So all the leap year babies, leap day babies.
So it is, you must have some query that limits the number of profiles because you can't run it on whole database, but you could do it with this query. So it is in the examples here in the SQL examples, we have, oops. So we have here dates. Here are the dates. And I think here you can, there are some examples with the ones that don't have a month, and they said it. So these two are with zeros is the, so this means no month and no date. But if you here actually enter 0229, you get 29th February.
Okay.
So that's this query. And we get the profiles.
And is there a star or an asterisk before the 02229?
Yes, because the year it's
for the 2
preceded
digits
by the year. 4 digits.
Oh, it's 4 digits.
Actually.
Okay, so it's an 8-digit date it would look for. Okay.
Okay, so now we can see 29, February 29, and all are on that day. So we have 10 people who are 101 years old and were born on February 29th.
So the ones who are 101, are they living or dead or a combination?
Well, they can't be living. No, just the dead one.
Oh, because the living ones can't show up in WikiTree Plus.
Yeah, they don't. The age at death for living people is not known.
Oh, right. Of course. What am I thinking? I'm thinking current age, but you're right.
Okay.
You know what your current age is, but yeah.
Yeah.
But that's yeah. If you think of it. Better not to have that there for living people. That would be too depressing.
I bet someone would complain.
Yeah, someone would complain for sure. I think so. Well, that's very cool, though, being able to find the leap children. But that's an important thing that you mentioned there quickly, but for those who are new to using SQL queries inside a WikiTree Plus search, because it's such a complex one, you have to have a different type of query or condition at the beginning that limits the size going into that. Because if we just did that without the age equals 1 to 1.
Yeah, I can also check. I mean, here it can be any query you can have.
Yeah,
I don't know,
could be Canada.
Slovenia.
Yeah, Slovenia is probably.
So we have 6 profiles in Slovenia, born on February 29.
Okay.
It does work for up to several 100,000 profiles, but not for a whole database.
Not for the whole database, no. Yeah. So you might be able to get away with, say, Ontario for Canada, maybe.
Yeah,
probably not all of the states. You'd probably have to go state by state if you were looking like that.
Nope, it's too many.
It's too big, even. Okay.
Yeah, Ontario has 655,000.
That's good in that sense. Yeah. Okay.
So you would have to add 18th century, for instance.
Oh, okay.
It will be okay, I think.
I would imagine they should be spread out.
Yep.
Only 5
of them. Yeah, well, that's 26. Only 26,000 profiles.
That's interesting. 26,000 profiles to choose from, and only 5 of them are born on that one day. Now, surely, that one day of the year only comes every 4 years.
4 years, so
right. So it's every. Yeah. But still, that's less than basically we're looking at 1 in 1,400, right?
Yeah.
If you ran it down to 350, then 700.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's cool. Oh, but actually, it's not 1 in 1,400 because you have a lot without a date.
Ah, right.
So all those are automatically excluded from this result set.
Right. Yes. Yes. Hmm. Now, is there a way to, so what could we add to the query
To
before
get
the SQL?
statistics. Okay, let's add another SQL.
Ooh.
That would be birth date. So it's without the zeros at the end. Actually, it's just the day zeros would be enough and the not condition. So
Okay.
now we will get all that have a date entered. This
Right.
is the first part.
Yeah.
And the second we will see how many. It should be
Okay.
14,000.
We still have the 5, which makes sense.
So we have 13,019 in hand. So this is the number of profiles with dates.
Okay.
And 5 of them are on February 29th.
Okay.
Which is approximately plus minus few percent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Math is nice.
Math is cool. Excellent.
It would be interesting to search that also the person also died on the leap year.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay, but this I should make such query on. I mean, most likely there are a few profiles, but we won't find them online.
Right. Okay.
I can actually start it here in the background and we can return to it. Let me just, so we have database time, profiles, filter. So,
yes, Donna, Aleš is truly a wizard here with WikiTree Plus. And Robert did ask for larger text.
yeah, here I can't.
This you can't. Yeah, you can't. The screen is
okay. So it's checking 250,000 profiles per second. So it will take.
It'll take a while.
A minute or two.
Okay. Well,
that's the reason why we can't perform SQL queries on whole that database.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay, well, while we're waiting for that, the next question is from Alan, who's in their chat with us. Hey there, Alan. That may be the answer to a previous question, Alan had said. But let's see if this is the question. Is there a variant of, or can there be something like SQL bio created date as number, returns profiles that were created after a certain date? So yeah, he wants to figure out if he can figure out, get those profiles after a certain date.
You can't.
You can't.
Because I simply don't have them in my database.
Oh, you don't have the creation date?
No, I don't have the profiles that were created after the database dump.
Oh, okay.
Okay, read it to the end.
Oh,
so
it says which can return between the last date and the preceding one without including any dates. So he's talking between the last dump and the current dump.
Yeah, no,
not between the current dump.
I mean, on Sunday the database dump happened, and until today we have already 20,000 new profiles.
Right.
But those cannot be in any results on WikiTree.
No, I think he's talking about from Sunday, this past Sunday, to the Sunday before that.
Oh, those are already included.
Yes. So, but he wants to limit it to just those profiles, the new ones that were created in that week. The week from.
He can construct the created date as a week before last week, but I don't think that's what he was asking.
Well, he's asking for ones that were created after a certain date. So,
and the preceding one will be the next one.
No.
Is that correct?
No, the last date, and then the preceding one is the one before, not the next, the one before. Proceeding goes forward. Preceding goes backwards.
Okay, my English is a bit
no.
weak,
Well, I mean, you're only one letter off. So proceeding
Yeah.
goes forward. So that makes sense. Preceding goes backwards.
Okay, preceding. Yeah, it's. So what if the 2 weeks before? Well, he can just construct. So
is his construction here? Is that a valid?
Yeah, I mean, something like that, or you can also use the in operator and write start and end date. So I can show that.
Yeah.
If that was the question, but just let me find. Oh, we got the results.
Oh, yes.
From the previous.
Yeah.
This is strange. What was the query? Oh, I didn't correct. Okay. We have 15,000 profiles were born on February 29th. But okay, I should use death date here.
Oh.
Okay, now this will be a quick one. So 77 profiles were born and died on February 26th. So I bet quite a few of them died on the same day.
Right. Yes. Infants who died at birth. Yeah. So on the same day.
Okay, we can actually filter for those.
Okay.
And birth date is different than death date. Okay, filter. So 14 people.
14 people. Wow. That deserves a category.
Exactly 80 years. Age was 80 years. And so cool.
That's very cool. Wow. Is there a way we can save that list of
I can run it whenever necessary.
That's very cool. Yeah. I mean, you see that every now and then, the birth date is the same as the death date, but the February 29th, when it only comes up once every 4 years, that makes it extra special. Very cool. 68, Tasmania.
So.
Okay.
That's cool.
Very cool. Okay. Sorry, Alan, we were distracted by the previous query. Okay, so back to...
If I return to...
So he wants... So the previous Sunday...
Question.
Sunday was the 5th.
Yeah, we have here some of these are about SQL statements about creation. So suggestion, profile creation. So this is creation date. This would be the line. Oh, the example was from the help.
Oh, the one he gave?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so let's take this as a starting point. Okay, so this is created date is a field that contains the date of creation of the profile. So it's a number in this form. So you can use equal, bigger, smaller, or range operator. So in and we can say so with double dot. So from now for December, let's say 15th to December 15th to December 22nd.
Okay.
So this would be 2 week or 2 weeks before. And of course, we have to limit the startup.
Right. Yes.
Okay, and we have the profiles that we're creating during this time.
Excellent. Okay.
It's
Does it say on this
54
screen?
of
Does
them.
it say the profile, the creation date? It doesn't. Though.
No, it doesn't. But we can go check the.
Or you can check them out individually. Yeah.
I think history. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a direct link to the history. So it
Perfect.
was created on December 15th.
Yeah. Excellent. So that Ian, I think you've shown us that range operator before.
Yeah, it is on some other operations. You can always use bigger, smaller, or range.
Nice. And so any of the dates, not just created dates, but
any number.
Or any number.
Any number, numeric field can be used like that. You can also say, I don't know.
Like number of marriages?
No, the rank has number, for instance.
Oh, rank is a number. Okay, good.
Or the rank score. So you could query with exact rank, by exact rank and so on.
Right. Right. Does the database, is there a variable for number of children, number of siblings, number of marriages, or no?
Well, there is. I mean, these are all known things. So for children, I think it should be in the relatives section. Okay, this is no father, no mother, marriage. Okay, line count. This is the
line.
So you can use this. Wait, let me increase this.
Yes, thank you. That was pretty
marriage location. So this is a field within a marriage, and line count bigger than 3 means that more than 3 marriages.
Okay. So even if they don't put a location for a marriage, it'll still count?
Yeah, it will.
Okay.
Because here I'm counting just all marriages.
Right. Okay, good.
Unless they are hidden. I mean, they're private.
Right.
In that case, you don't see them.
Right.
I'm looking. It doesn't seem I have something for children, but there is also for children. There, it's a
line count. There's no child.
No. I didn't write any examples for the children.
Okay.
You can use line count on number of categories, for instance, on a profile, or number of marriages, and so on. Children's templates, URLs, a lot of things. All that are related to one-to-many relation. Right. Yeah, marriage is one-to-many categories. Templates is also one-to-many. Other are one-to-one.
Okay.
Managers, you can count number of managers this way.
I wonder how many profiles would have more than 5 managers. That seems pretty...
A lot.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Well, it's not counting, like if you're in a project, it's not counting all the number of people in the project.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Because project account has nothing to do with the members of the project. Filter.
Because most of the profiles that I've been working on, there's 1 or 2.
Okay, we'll have it in a minute.
Very cool. Okay, so I hope that answered your question then, Alan, about using the range for that, because it looks like you did use the right query. If we just put it in with the range, then that will give you exactly what you want, I think. And I thought have we gone through all 4? We've gone through all the questions.
Yes, we did.
Okay. So any questions from people who are live with us in the chat? Something new that you've been wondering about and want to ask Aleš, or something that our examples so far have piqued your interest or made you think, I wonder if I can do something else? And if there are no new questions, because I haven't, then I guess we can just turn it back over to you, Aleš, and you can show us what else you've been working on. Or you've been on holidays and you haven't been working on anything new, but that's...
Well, no, actually, I've been working last month. I have been working on updating our program to be able to run on more than 4 gigabytes of the data within a single table. So
wow,
that was a problem that was bothering me for quite a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to split the data into multiple tables. So everything worked. And now in December, I changed that. We programmed it that it's no longer limited to 4 gigabytes. So now all the data can be in a single table.
Oh wow!
And now this dump person table that we can see here is just a second.
Oh, we're almost finished that filtering.
Yep. It will be soon. So let's go to database by size. Okay, so now the main table with all data of a profile is 7 gigabytes. So that's the we have a few one-to-many tables. Like list all templates, all that are used by linking to this table, but this is the primary one. And also all the indexes that are used for the searching are on this table, and it is 13 gigabytes. The size of the index is 13 gigabytes.
Oh, wow. It's almost double the data itself.
Yeah, it is, because it's really a lot of words that these are all the indexes, all the words that are searchable are joined in a single one, in a single index. So this one is used all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 2,000 profiles with more than 50 managers.
Wow. 2,000?
No, more than 5 managers, right?
Oh, yeah. More than 5 managers, yeah.
In 2050.
Oh, okay.
So.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we can go to 10 maybe. And it's only 140 of them.
Okay. Okay. How can 10, specific 10 people? I suppose.
Well, the number of manager increases if profiles are merged, because both managers are then
you're automatically
on
added.
A profile automatically. Yeah. So usually on some notable profiles or very common profiles, there are a lot of managers just due to merging.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Sense.
Okay, you can also invite all your relatives to your parent profile.
That's right, yeah.
That would also create a lot of them, but at least they would be named similarly.
Right.
And usually when a project takes over, so if a project is added as a manager on a profile, then most or all of the other managers are removed.
Oh, okay.
Because then the project is managing it. If someone really requests to be left on the profile, then it can be added back, but generally in such cases like this, all would be removed. Because there's no point to for 20 people to oversee a profile that is public and
right,
managed by the project.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well, that's interesting. Good. Okay. Do you have other things you'd like to show?
No, so this was a new change. I think
that's a big change. That would have taken a long time.
Yeah, this was quite some programming on the back end, but it was on my to-do list for a few years now. So,
well, I'm glad you had some time to work on that. Yeah.
No, actually, I had a problem because another table was nearing the limit. So I had to push it to.
You couldn't delay any longer.
Yeah, it was time to do it. And now, since it is in a single table, also some functions are faster.
That's nice.
Yeah, I couldn't really estimate the performance increase, but it should be faster than it used to be.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe we are talking about milliseconds, but
no, those add up.
Yeah, they do.
They add up over, yeah.
We could also check. I don't think if there was anything what's new in last month. Other than that, let me see. So this is the recent. Okay. And this is already December.
Right.
Nothing on category navigators. Okay, but these are things that not many people use. I don't think here is anything that needs to be mentioned.
That's okay.
I do prepare. I do prepare now new suggestions that will. I thought they will already be public, but they are not. I was sick this weekend, so I postponed the publication of those. But
there were some restrictions on what was it, the headline or the header?
Yeah, about headings. We have now. Let's see if the search will work.
Advice on section headings. Yes.
This is
there. It is.
The one I was okay. This is the final table. So these suggestions will be added. So one of them is common typos. So if we check a sample here, so acknowledgement, it was a lot of variations.
Oh, yes.
It's written. This one has double K and double C and so on. So I do validation of common long words typos.
That makes sense. Yes. It's easy to get your fingers tangled.
Yeah. Especially if you're not native speaker, it's even easier.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So this is of whole heading. So those, and this second one is the same, but just as for a single word within a heading. I did have to split them. I'm not sure if this second part will be actually published, because if it's just source, I mean, source as a heading should be sources, But then as a word, only a single word of the heading, it can be not source or sourcing, or it has 5 valid variations without languages. Then due to the language, it can be another 5. So I think this in this group there are many more false suggestions. So I will see if this is even worth validating. So this one is questionable, but the rest are will go live. So one is that people were using inline suggestions as within headings. So those you have a heading like this. You have a reference as part of the heading. So in this heading, death notice, you have also a suggestion that is then listed at the end, and so on. So this will be reported as errors now. Then also the same for links. So we did some discussion also internally, and links shouldn't be in the heading.
No.
This is the link that is within a heading. So even though the page itself is constructed okay, so this here it's not the problem due to this is not visible. Oh, this one might even be corrected already, because people were correcting these suggestions while we were debating them, but still there are many
getting corrected. There it is.
So this is this will be another suggestion, and the third one that we will add at this moment is the use of heading 1 within the page. So no, it's here. Because this is reported by search engines as a problematic, that the page has multiple heading 1 on the page itself. So we decided to not use that and to report them as errors. So here timeline, I don't know which one, but
biography.
it was a link of a person. So I don't know. Maybe it was already corrected. Also changes. It was 7. Jane. Okay, we should take
These
one.
People are fixing all the mistakes before we can see them.
Well, often during the discussion, some are corrected, but so this is biography as heading 1, which is not correct, because this is heading 1 and it shouldn't. This is heading 1 on the page, and there shouldn't be another one. So
the name at the top is heading 1.
Yes. If you inspect
biography
the
should be heading 2.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's the reason for 2.
I was wondering what is heading 1 used for then, if it's not used for.
This is the reason.
That makes perfect sense.
Yes. I did notice this before, but now recently we have a lot going on about the search engines, and this came out as a problematic, so we decided to prohibit it, and the profiles should be corrected.
Okay, that makes sense.
If I go to the edit, this one is a single signs. And then also notes are level too high, so usually sources, let's say it's okay, but this one should be with 2. Okay, so this is something I will, maybe this week or next week, I will publish these suggestions. So we'll have 30,000 new ones, and then also the Data Doctors challenge will be themed to the headings correction. So
Mhm.
all this and the existing heading suggestions will be center of attention for
Okay.
a week.
Well, I can add those suggestions to the mystery box app as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Which level would you suggest? Would those be easy suggestions to fix,
These
or
are all easy because
easy?
it's usually, I mean, it's if it's a typo, it's a typo.
Very easy, yeah.
Now this inline and link is you have to move the link to the body of the paragraph of
Maybe
the
make those
heading.
intermediate then.
Yeah, so these two would be intermediate, and
Mhm.
the heading one level should be easy
That
because
should
it's
be easy.
only the
Yeah.
you usually just have to add
Put a
the
couple more equal signs and you should be good. Okay.
Okay, maybe by next week they will
Yeah.
be
So, but I'll have
published.
to wait till you publish them before.
Yeah, before you can't use them.
Okay.
But here we have a long discussion. I mean, it's quite
Yeah.
a discussion about this. So
That's great though that you have that many people giving you feedback.
yeah, but it then just postpones the
Well,
publication of it.
we are a collaborative community, so we have to let them collaborate. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, initially, I mean, okay. I mean, we discuss it and I adjust it as I see fit.
Yeah,
if it benefits everyone.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, that makes sense. So now with the new profile, the new profiles or the new look, when it eventually gets to us, that doesn't affect the WikiTree Plus in the background, does it?
No, the database will remain unchanged.
That's wild. So it'll look different to everyone up front, but the engine in behind it is still the brains and the guts that have always been there. Yeah. Now, what will change, the big change, and Chris in his the GGG post about past, present, future WikiTree, and he did say that at some point this year, and I don't think he actually promised a date, but after all the major makeover is done, you are going to revisit, the team's going to revisit adding biological parents and non-biological parents.
Yeah, I was surprised, but this is on a to-do list.
So that's going to have a big change for you, right?
Well, that will first change for that will be within the connection finder.
Yes.
Because that was the basic idea that we were already talking about implementing it only in connection finder based on the adopted parent template.
Right. Yes.
But after viewing the data within the template, it's so we decided not to go that way for now. So it will be added as an additional field in the database, and then we will use that one.
Okay. Well, I know I'm looking forward to that because I used the template in one of my apps, the 6 Degrees apps.
Yeah, when I saw that application, your app, I got the idea, but now the implementation is a bit more problematic.
Yeah. Well, because not everyone uses them, and some of them apparently the way I've had this suggestion on my profile for ages about I'm using them template wrong because I added extra fields, which I thought made sense.
Yeah,
but they weren't.
So the problem was with template. I do compensate that on WikiTree Plus. I allow some things, but having something like that within the connection finder is too much. I mean, it's not a problem on WikiTree Plus to correct something and so, but on the connection finder, each change needs to be done, then tested on development environment, on production, and then moved to production and so on. So it's not that easy to correct things.
No, that's fine. Anyways, well, that's something to look forward to later this year. So that's great. Well,
another thing I might
go ahead.
mention is is the succession template.
Oh, okay.
I think it should be.
Wait to see that page. There we go.
Suggestion. Template. No, where is it?
Where is it hiding?
Nope. No.
Succession. Again, you want to go out? Come you stay here. Again, wants to go play with my grandchildren. You just stay here for a moment.
It's under categories. Okay, of course. Where else?
Yeah, that's right. Have succeed.
But why is it under categories? It should be under templates.
Oh yeah, it is.
I'll have to move that. Yeah.
Yeah. You want up?
Okay, I know why it is here. I should move that.
It's easier to put. Okay.
No, I moved from soft data SI domain to plus WikiTree.com by chunks. So one report at the time. And when I was doing session, I didn't have the template moved yet. So
there we go. So you had to park it here.
Yeah, I did cheat a little.
You cheated. Oh, no, programmers never cheat or take shortcuts. What are you talking about?
As long as the end result is okay, everything is allowed.
Yes. And then
so these are reports about succession templates, all three of them. So we can, let's say, let's check ministers. Okay, report ministers. So here we have reports for all succession templates on some functions. So this is Prime Minister of Great Britain, Prime Minister of Great Britain. As we can see, some are already using the new template. This is the green one, red one is the old one. And here we get the report in a forum like for the duration, before, current, and next profile. And in case of some data problems, it also shows it like this. So, for instance, here we have start year not matching previous end year, and we have 5-year overlap. So here, for the same function, we have for the same data range, we have on 2 profiles. So here something is wrong.
Something is wrong there.
Now, most likely, I would guess that the year on this one, this is the previous is this one. So this one should be most likely 85 to 86, since also the next one is from 86. So this is a simple typo. I mean, it was for the so here the years were not corrected as they should be. Or something. I mean, I don't know. Now, the person that made this should check what's wrong, but something is. So here, and you also get then on the. Let's go on some slightly smaller example. Okay, New Zealand. So we have actually for each function, we have two tables.
Okay.
One is with online data that display it logically with errors and everything, extracted years. And the other one is with the actual texts used on the profile. So you can see what is written within the template. So we have here exact dates and so on, but here for the validation only the year is used. So I mean, you can get this forum on any template. Minister of Customs of New Zealand. So, okay, we have here missing 80 years.
Ooh.
Something like that.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, it's still. Oh, here you have the numbers: 20th, 49th, 50th, 51st is twice. Cool.
So that first, yeah. Oh, interesting.
Okay, those are typos that you can see here. They are obvious, but if you are looking just at this profile, you would never spot that problem.
Right.
And Margaret is also 51st, so very cool.
Okay, if you go back to that the first, so in the template, some just have years and some have full dates, but you're saying the new template you only need the years?
Well, no, I mean when the new template was created, it was decided to use only years, and also in the past, in the old template, the parameter was named years. So I assumed, okay, let's go just with the years. I also write all this logic for this, but then there were quite a few complaints in G2G about that, and people wanted to use actual dates, especially if a function was changed twice in the same year and so on.
Yeah.
So we kind of extended the definition to also be possible to allow the dates, the actual dates, but I left in this report for simplicity with just the years.
Okay, good. Yeah. No, I can see there's some. I mean, there are some succession, some things like. I mean, well, you did have a pope that only lasted 80 days or something, so you would have had technically 3 popes in 1 year, right?
Well, we have a pope. A pope has a separate report.
Yes, I'm sure he does.
No, because it's extremely long. It's just a single. So pope. This is for the pope. And come on, stop here. And we have 260 popes.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
All the way back to
year
Simon.
68.
St. Peter.
And it probably wasn't the first pope, or was it?
St. Peter was, technically, yeah.
Okay, so here still old templates are in use mostly, but on some already, some have been updated. So second pope was from year 68 to 79. So okay, probably the first pope should also be on WikiTree, I think. Oh, it should be Benya Honach. Okay, it is here, but it doesn't use the new succession template or something. I mean, we can have a quick look. I mean, if you are so Peter, this is the profile of the first pope, and okay, it's here, but it looks okay. I don't know why it isn't. Maybe it was changed in the last few days. Yes. No, this was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say this last year. No, 2023 is 2 years ago now. Yes.
And I have to see how exactly it's used, but title.
There's the title. First pope. Yeah.
It should be here. Find. Okay, I know first. Okay, no.
Was it just a sorting?
I think, yeah, because it might be because the year was not entered nicely.
Oh, did they add or the F? Did they type out the word first?
I don't know. Okay, so its year is 46 or 47, 64 or 67. So that's not recognized automatically.
Yeah, because that's pretty early.
Miss
Yeah,
Forum.
they're
No,
probably
it's
expecting at
Miss
least a
Forum.
3-digit year.
No, it should be from 2, not
Ah,
this or that.
right.
So since it's not recognized as a year, then it's at the end of the table.
There we go. Mystery solved.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, now quite a 10% more, 15% is already converted to new template. When all will be, it will be nice.
Yeah.
I think. Then we have also a few like
People with
this
names
where,
pope, yes.
where the name is not defined correctly, but since the Pope is in the text, it's so these reports are interesting for the ones that are revising that are doing the succession templates.
Yeah.
And I'm also thinking, as a result, to create wiki pages with something like this, without the errors and everything, that you would have a table of all popes, for instance.
That would be nice. Yeah.
And you would have years from 2, who is the pope, and so this one is just to get the data in order. We already have quite a few. I think in Canada there were quite a few. There were quite some cases that I think you are using majors.
Mayor.
Mayor. Yeah.
Well, we have a prime minister. Our Justin
minister.
Trudeau is our current, and we're going to need a new one.
Mayor of Victoria, for instance.
Mayor of Victoria. Okay. Yeah, our cities have mayors. Yeah.
Yeah. We can also check the report with the all new. So these are just functions that have all that are using only the new template. So these are already fully converted.
Converted. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Calgary there. Good.
Calgary and all the majors, a few errors. So
but at least the errors are in the new template. At least the errors are in the new template. Yeah.
Yes, but here it's 27, 26. It's not the same year. I doubt that it was the midnight of New Year.
That's right.
Year, the switch of the function.
Right.
So someone should look into this and correct the data.
Okay.
And we have also a few cases like this where the unlisted profile is used on a link.
Right, because the mayor still is living.
Yeah, that's one possibility. Or I mean, it can be an error. Here also start year is not matching, so here something is missing, I think.
Right.
So, and once those are resolved, I would be able to create nice reports for this.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, we're looking forward to that. I think I hear grandkids in the background, so I'm going to.
Okay, our hour is also over, so
The hour is over, so
we can conclude our session.
I think we can conclude our session. Yeah. Thank you again, Aleš, for what a wonderful start to 2025 with our Ask Aleš session. Thanks for everyone who's joined us either personally here online with us while we went live, and also those who are watching after the fact. And we will see you back here in February, probably the first Wednesday of February. I don't have any conflicts yet. I don't. We'll let you know, because Aleš will put a post in the G2G, and we'll see you then. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, Aleš. Happy New Year to everyone again. Bye.